Hey guys, welcome back to another full unit breakdown. Today we are going to be doing the 4 Archangels, Sariel of Tornado. This is the red Sariel. Now he is of the 4 Archangels characteristics, and he is one of my favorite units. Of course, he is an Archangel, but the new Sariel has been released, so in terms of meta viability and possibilities, he's not the greatest in PvP, although his relic did make him a little bit better, and we'll go over that. So going over his skills, his skill 1 is inflicts sever damage, which is 3 times crit chance. His skill 2 is inflicts power strike damage, which is additional damage equal to the enemy's resistance. This single target card hits really hard. I mean, his AoE hits really hard too. Especially now with his relic, getting all the crits off and stuff, because his relic is basic stats increased by 8% upon inflicting crit damage on an enemy when using a skill. His unique is increases goddess allies basic stats by the value equal to 20% of the hero's basic stats, applies when entering in battle, and his grace is if a critical strike occurs when the hero attacks an enemy, ignores 50% of the enemy's crit defense. So overall, he is a crit based unit. His entire kit is based off critting. I wouldn't say he's necessarily meta right now. I'm sure there's a couple of teams you could use him in that'll make him somewhat work, but critting has kind of fallen off a little bit in the meta, and unless you're like decreasing the enemy's crit defense and crit resistance, critting in the meta isn't really that viable. There's so many units that have high crit defense and all that, that it's not the greatest anymore. Now for gear. Obviously, most of the time you're going to want to run him with attack crit damage because he's a DPS unit. He is not a support unit. His passive gives a little bit of support, but only to the goddess race, and it's not that big of an increase. So you're mostly going to be using him for PvE since he's not really that meta anymore. So attack crit damage, get the damage out. He does really, really good damage in PvE still. So let's go ahead and look at his skills. So here is his level 3 on the AoE. Still probably one of the most satisfying units to use, like with the crits. Here is the single target. And here is his ultimate. Now, like I said, he is an older unit for the Archangel team. So, in terms of viability, he's fallen off in PvP. And he's red. So, you know, Esterosa's probably going to tear him up. But in PvE, he's still a really good solid DPS unit, especially if you're a newer player. He's pretty easy to get. They throw him and the old Tarmiel on every banner, so it's not gonna take you very long to max him out. But yeah, overall, still a decent unit in the game. You're not gonna cry if you pull him unless you have him 6/6 already. PvE still very, very viable. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of the series. I will have a playlist on my channel, and you know, check out the description, follow me on Twitter, check out my Twitch. I have a bunch of links down there. Check out my website that me and Volume have been working on, and you guys have a wonderful day.
四大天使の名にかけて